You might be asking, what could cause me to lose confidence in this example of precision German engineering? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you do that thing down below. Now, as the title states, I had lost confidence in the reliability of my BMW R1200GS Rallye. And you might be asking, what could cause me to lose confidence in this example of precision German engineering? And well, it came down to the drive shaft and issues that I started seeing crop up with it. There was a number of failures that I was seeing guys have with this exact bike and doing the same type of off-roading that I was doing, maybe more, maybe less, and water crossings, those types of things. So my concern of a failure on this bike started increasing, and it got me to the point where I was riding this less and less and less, and definitely my thought of taking it on long trips was being reduced. So what has BMW done to restore my confidence in this bike? Well, if you're not familiar and you have one of these, or even if you don't have one of these bikes, I think it's important to know that they did their own evaluation on the drive shaft and determined that the back half of it, during water crossings, rain, any type of wet event, water was accumulating in the bottom of the swing arm and there was no drain for it. So that water was deteriorating the U-joints in the back and possibly even at the top, which was causing those failures. Now, independently, they did their own recall and had bikes, I think it's from 2012 and a half, 2013. The liquid cooled 1200 GSs, I don't know if this applied to the RTs, it might be all of their shaft driven bikes. They did a service recall on these where they made a modification, and if you had more than 37,000 miles on your bike, like I do, I have over 42,000 on this bike, you got a new drive shaft. So thank you, BMW. I have a new drive shaft in this bike. It has restored my confidence in this bike, in its ability to go long miles. I'm not as concerned about a failure on it as I was before. And again, it's gonna take time to ride it and know that everything's okay. But new drive shaft and a little weep valve underneath here that I will show you so that when it does get water in it, it'll have a place to escape. That is the reason why my confidence in the reliability of this bike has been restored, given all of the reports of failed drive shafts. Now, with that being said, I will admit, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have this bike. I've been riding a light bike for the last 2.5 years and going from a light bike to a heavy bike. This is very heavy. I don't enjoy riding it as much as I used to. There's just some things about it that make it not as pleasurable as riding lighter bikes. So we'll see what happens. Stick around over the next, probably gonna be 9 months to a year, just based on some changes happening on whether or not I keep the bike and what I'm gonna do. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is just going through how to prep a bike for sale. And that's what I wanna do with this. Like taking off the luggage racks, taking handguards off, maybe replacing the skid plate and also the crash bars. You know, the crash bars look great from a distance, but when you get up close, you can see that there's little nicks and marks and chips in them. So I don't know how long those will stay. Anyway, if you got to the end, this is just a really quick video on how I think BMW did the right thing by replacing drive shafts and doing the modification. And if you have one of these bikes and you weren't aware of that, go check with your dealership and make sure you get that modification done. And if you've been riding the bike and you've got over 37,000 miles, get that new drive shaft put in. So hopefully you already know this if you have that bike. If you don't have this bike and you had concerns about reliability, especially with the drive shaft, the things that are coming out, just know that BMW is doing what they can to fix this problem. This looks like a good solution. So if you have any questions, any thoughts, any comments about this bike or reliability of this bike, any other issues that you've ran into that has caused you to lose confidence in its reliability, or if you are super confident in the reliability of this bike, leave those in the comments below. I'm interested to see what your take on that is. Thanks for watching. Get out, do some riding, ride safe, and I will see you out there.